Hey everybody, welcome to Up Your Game. Today's episode, I'm super excited to have my friend and former classmate in business school, Vanita Pandey, join us. Vanita, thank you so much.
Thanks, Abdul. And it's so good to be talking to you after so many years. It's like we never left off, right? It's the beauty of talking to classmates. So good to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. So Vanita is Vice President of Marketing, and I remember from school she was one of the brightest minds in class by
Oh,
far.
thank you.
So you guys are really lucky to have her today. My question for you, Vanita, when you see candidates who interview with you for marketing jobs, what are some of the characteristics or traits of the people who stand out and are better from the rest of the pack?
And that's a great question. You know, everybody has their own perspective. Abdul, I'm not a traditional marketer, so I worked on different areas of the business before landing in marketing. So one of the things that I value a lot in people is their ability to adapt, right? We're running a high performance sports team, and you need to be a consummate athlete that you could wear many hats at the same time and be able to quickly adapt as things change. It's really important in today's environment when people have had to change their entire business models in the COVID world. So adaptability, the ability to do an applied integrative thinking, whether you can take learnings from one side and bring it to the other side, is really important. You can teach the domain skills, and in marketing, some of those are very important. But being in a startup that I am, being able to bring the raw intelligence, good attitude, and be able to adapt quickly is really important.
Gotcha. So it's adaptability over skills necessarily, right? It's the ability to learn, right, and to be able to just be in a dynamic environment.
Dynamic environment.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, most of us have to be very hands-on, right? So startup marketing teams are lean. So you will have someone who's guiding. We're all doing the work ourselves. It's just like, how quickly can you change? How quickly can you learn? How adaptable you are.
Great. And you've been both at large companies and at startups, right? And do you find that there's a certain environment in which marketers such as yourself thrive better, or is there certain characteristics like that?
Depends. There are marketers that are very, very thorough and they are really good at that, right? I mean, if you're in a big company and you have the time, branding is important. You have to obsess about the smaller aspects. When you go to the small company, there is pace. You do need to obsess about it. You can't send out a shoddy item. You can't send out an email with
Right.
mistakes, but pace is important and being able to quickly adapt, right? If your messaging changes, if you're going after a new segment, you're launching a new campaign, sometimes you have a fraction of the time that you'd have in a big company. So I think the environment is different. The quality of work, the expectations are still the same. Like you can't say that I'm going to do a better job in one company versus the other. It's just how quickly you have to move and with how little resources. That's different.
Right. And I'm actually really glad I have this perspective because most of the people I've spoken with are from large companies, right? And you're one of the few people who has that small company startup perspective. So
Yeah,
thank you so much for being here
of course.
today. And I hope everybody, you guys got something out of it. I know I learn every time I speak with somebody. See you guys next time. This is Up Your Game. Have a good day.